So this was a comment that I got on YouTube regarding, I was saying that look at it from the police's view. But in fear of retaliation and or rattling the department cage, level-headed cops support thug cops. You know what I think would be the best thing? Well, it wouldn't be the best thing, but maybe it would be the only thing that would wake people up is the police just stop altogether. And then when all the community carries on because there is no police, then maybe you'll be able to look at it from the other side. Because level-headed cops do try to talk to those cops. You don't understand. In a city like Chicago, where the politicians have literally created for decades and decades a division between the cops and certain communities, then the police are on edge. I mean, when Lori Lightfoot was in 4 years ago, that one young female cop in her cop car was shot in the head. Because of what the politicians do. They create all this hate, just like this does. Yes, there are bad apples. Do you think that other cops don't try to rein them in? You know what? There's just some people that are never going to get past this. You have some bad encounter with the police or have a bad cop that, treated you like shit one day, and so then all the cops are bad. I mean, hell, in Chicago, they don't even pull people over for speeding tickets, really. I mean, family members I know, they don't have time for any of that because of all the crap that goes on. But no news media, nobody ever looks at it from their side. There's always this excuse. Somebody's asked to freeze, and then they go running off. And so then the cops chase them, and then they want to carry on about how they were abused. Are there thug cops? I made it very clear. Yeah, there's bad cops in every city. And it's not, and the level-headed cops, they don't like that because they know the image it gives them. But people lose their cool sometimes too. Like, it seems like it's okay for the criminals to lose their cool and act crazy. But if a cop defends himself, then, or gets angry about it, then all of a sudden it's a problem. The amount in a major city like Chicago that these police carry, that the images of what they see that they carry. Like one of my family members that was a detective now, but told me once he can't come home and tell his wife about what he sees because it's horrible. All they have is each other. Because they can't share that stuff at the dinner table with the family. It would be traumatizing. The children being abused. And the worst calls to go to that every officer has told me is domestic ones. Because the person that's calling saying, yeah, my husband's doing this, then they get there and they both gang up on the police. So there are sides, all different sides to this story. But the biggest problem, the biggest thugs in this story is the politicians that have created the division. They've wanted that division there. They want every black community to hate the police. And then what happens is the police get sick of it because they just have thugs coming up shooting their people right in a police car that's not even doing anything. What about the 4 police officers that were gunned down in Dallas many years ago? And Beyonce, that bitch, puts out her song about, ripping on the police, but never mentioning the 4 cops gunned down, not because they were on a chase. They were just gunned down because they were cops. So you know what? If you don't want to look at it from both sides, then you know what? Stay ignorant.